Good evening, all. Wild Weather here for LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Here we are on Thursday night, coming up on 10:30. Strong low pressure system right now, moving northeast toward and through Detroit. Trough of low pressure coming southeast. Really cold air is behind this, with the snow blowing around the Great Lakes in Chicago right now. Here's a cold front, Roanoke, down to the southwest of Pittsburgh. The front, instead of it coming down this way, the front's actually going to be moving more this way. So already, with the front already moving more this way, you get the idea that the winds, when the front goes through, are going to be blowing quite strong out of the west-southwest at first, and then we'll switch around to the west and then finally northwest. But with that said, the cold air is coming down, but at the same time it's coming down, it's also, in some regards, lifting back out again. So cold front all the way down to the Gulf Coast here. Very dynamic situation going on down here in Dean Davison country, Roanoke. He was telling me they had 60-mile-per-hour winds with hail. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Right now here is your radar. You can see there is some convection here. You got some, almost looks like thunderstorms that just blew through here in Roanoke, and here they are cruising through Virginia now. Even some more up here near Pittsburgh. Leads me to believe that there could be some sleet mixed in with this, as it's 43 degrees and the cold air is really wrapping in here. Very dynamic situation. Most of your dynamics basically are going to be in this general location. You can see some thunderstorms now leaving the State College area. Heavy rain and thunder probably with that. And more here in this area will fill in probably over the next, I would say, half an hour to hour and really get going here. Look out for some brief, real heavy rain, maybe changing quickly to sleet and then to snow, and get your burst of snow. This is where your most dynamics are. Unfortunately, for those living in eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey, though, these dynamics seem to be heading and shooting straight north. We're going to look at the convective outlook. So this is the area that they were looking at. This area down here looks pretty interesting too. No watches or warnings right now. No reports today. Hazards. Yeah, we got the winter storm warnings along the lakes for a strong lake effect, and some winter weather advisories. This would be mainly for snow showers and squalls and bursts of snow that could land, dusting to an inch or two of snow, and roads quickly freeze up. These will probably, I would say, extend to about right where I'm going here. Excuse me, right about where I'm going here. This area in here, we'll see how far east they can get. Wind advisories are now posted. Winds could gust to 50 miles per hour as the front goes through. Look out for some local power outages and power problems. If you see any wires down in your neighborhood, don't go near them. Be careful crossing the intersections if the power is cut and the traffic lights are out. This in itself, the wind, could cause a few delays, whether it be mass transit or maybe even an isolated school delay here and there. And depending on what kind of bursting of the snow you get or whatever's left, maybe outside chance, I would say 5 to 10% at this point, that a school may be opening an hour or two late. I don't see it right now happening. Let's take a look at IntelliCast radar. You can see this was the convection that Dean was looking at just about an hour or so ago. Heavy rain, the sleet, and then hail. I think he was saying 60-mile-per-hour wind. Gets the idea that this is a very dynamic situation. More in the way of stuff breaking out here in southwestern Pennsylvania will move this way. Philadelphia will have a few showers, some coming in right now. We're going to have to wait until this energy comes this way, and then it probably won't be until between 1 and 4 a.m. that you hear the wind rattling at your windows out of the south. We've got quite a surge of warm air coming up the East Coast. I'm going to show you that on hamweather.com. And here it is on hamweather.com. Look at this surge of warmth. It's charging up the East Coast. Look for actual temperatures to either hold steady or maybe even slowly rise here. Today it was stuck in the 40s with an east wind here, or very calm weather conditions. Clouds never really did break, but it did down here. Most of this warm air, though, before it does get too far north, will get shunted out to sea as this front comes rolling in. It's 34 degrees right now down here in Atlanta, Georgia. Is actually colder than it is up here in Buffalo and Syracuse and Pittsburgh. So you get the idea that the cold air is swinging around this way. Instead of it making a direct beeline, we're swinging around. So already you get the idea the cold air is giving up the roost. It's coming in, but it could be coming in as taking the long route, if you would. So it's going to take a sweet old time getting in here. But in this area of Pennsylvania, look for some wild weather conditions with rain quickly going to sleet, to snow, winds blowing, snow globe type of thing. Look out. Be some whiteout conditions sometimes if you're driving out here in Ohio. Very windy conditions, wintry for sure. And this will charge off to the from the west southwest to east northeast. But the areas I'm highlighting in here, your snow shower activity should only last but an hour, 20 minutes to an hour or so, and it's out of here. Looking at the forecast, this is for the media Delaware County area again. Wind advisory is in effect. Winds could gust to near 40 miles per hour tomorrow. Actually, near 50 miles per hour tomorrow. Temperatures should start out around 40 and slowly fall from there. In the 20s tomorrow night. 37 for Saturday. Sunday, 31 degrees. And then as we get to the Martin Luther King holiday, 37 and things start to moderate. 51 degrees on Tuesday. There's your spike of warmth. As you can see, 45 degrees currently now in medias. We're down a degree. Winds east at 7. 2950 gives you an idea. There's some major front headed this way. Look for wild weather conditions tomorrow morning. And get ready. Some of this dynamic weather is heading this way. Unfortunately for us in eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, it'll be short-lived as this rockets this way. You can even see it on the satellite. I'll bring that up real quick. On the satellite, the water vapor map, there's a little bit of a jet streak coming up the east coast. I'll show you that in a minute. Right in here, folks, you can see this little jet streak flying up the east coast. So this upper level low, like the last one that spawned a tornado last night, means business, but this time, with colder air entrained into it, this is going to be more of a disturbance that brings the cold air from aloft quickly, causing strong, straight-line gusty winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour. Hail, maybe a rumble of thunder, maybe a flash of lightning, and bingo, bang, it's out of here, and the winds just go strong, and we say goodbye. If you're in the Philadelphia region again, just like last week, we saw with the last cold blast, we had a snow squall that quickly whitened the ground. I'm looking for that type of deal tomorrow. That's all I have for tonight. This is Wild Weather for LiveWeatherBlogs.com. You have a great night, and tomorrow have a great morning. And be careful. Some of the roads could get slippery for a time there. And just realize that the sun will be out by afternoon with probably a couple more passing snow flurries. But watch out for those windy conditions, up to 50, perhaps as high as 60 miles per hour.